Hi, my name is Chad. Today is July 24th, 2010. I'm going to be talking about ways to travel in our time. In this time, a common way to travel is by walking. But if you want to go faster, you can take cars, such as these. When traveling in a car, you can choose from a lot of various models. We're going to try mine, for example. Cars open from things known as doors. These are often opened by handlebars to be unlocked. See? They can open and close, and that's how you get in to the driver's seat. We need a key. This is used to put inside the car, and you can turn it to turn. One important thing when driving in this time is seatbelts, because sometimes you may crash or something. Now, this car, you may have noticed it's kind of old. It's actually a 1996 model Pontiac, and it's a standard. Automatic cars are basically when they shift gears automatically, and they have two pedal options, one for gas on the right and one on the left for brakes. In a standard model, you also have a clutch. This is used for shifting gears, which you can do with your hand right here. When driving, there are a lot of things to keep in mind. For example, often there are other people who will be on the road, and you have to keep your eyes open because you can end up killing someone if you don't drive safely, as you're in like a big machine made out of metal, or the newer versions are more made out of plastic and are more fuel efficient. Cars today run on a thing called oil or gasoline, and they have exhaust pipes at the back. I'm going to show you what one looks like right now. This here is known as an exhaust pipe. These are what shoot out the gas fumes. So when driving, there are obviously rules to follow to keep a person safe on the road. For example, stop signs, like one I was just at right now, and shoulder checks along with signal lights. These are all things used to, basically if we all didn't follow the rules, then it'd be chaotic on the roads and more people would crash. Cool. There is one important rule on the road. This is a speed limit. Right now I'm going about 61 kilometers. The speed limit is 60, so there are some people who say that you can go 10 kilometers over the maximum speed limit. There are a lot of reasons to go to speed limit. One, obviously, it's safety, because you might go too fast and hit a wall in a corner. As long as like there's a speed limit, I'll pretty much follow it, because really I don't want a ticket, because those usually cost around $100 and higher for disobeying the law. Police tend to be pretty generous. Like, if they notice that your car is kind of like a low class, I've heard stories with friends, they only charge them a little bit instead of like for everything they did wrong. So that's kind of what you have to watch out for in this time, is basically speed limits. So what we have here is a TV. This one's about 40 inches. You got some pretty lovely cables back there to connect everything. Here's what the connectors look like. TVs in this time are all pretty much widescreen, 16:9. This one's HD, got 720 pixels in some direction. They usually range from like 60 inches, and then above that you go to projectors. Alright, so now what I'm going to talk about is technology in gaming and computers. These computers are a lot faster, they're made just for gaming, and this one here is called a PlayStation 3 or PS3, priced at around $350 including taxes, and that's Canadian and American. Alright, so we're going to turn it on, and computers today, they tend to do something called a loading screen, so it takes a while. They have to like think somehow how they're going to organize everything so you can play it. So right now the PlayStation is just loading, and so it doesn't take too long because this is a really fast computer, but like computers such as like normal laptops or desktops or like tablets usually take like maybe 20 seconds to load, depending on the computer. Some are faster, some are slower. Okay, so this is the menu for the PlayStation 3. It's got a pretty nice menu. You can like play music, and then you can like sort it and all that. which is pretty nice if you have company over, 'cause then you can like play music, and it's pretty good for company and all that. So anyways, we're gonna play a game. Let's say Sonic Unleashed demo. And this is just gonna load again, so I'm just gonna skip that. Okay, so now that the game's loaded, we're gonna press start, and it's probably gonna load again, which is kind of bizarre, really. I'm just gonna crouch here so you guys can see me. So here's like the controller layout. It's really just saying what button does what. I'm only gonna play real quick. These are the kind of graphics of this time. So this game's not really realistic. It's more like a arcade experience, so it's a little more cartoony and all that. If you know Sonic, it's a very well-known game, kind of old, but it's like, it's really about going fast. It's not racing, it's not shooting, which are very popular genres of this time, but this is a demo and these are basically the graphics of this time.